Hello and welcome wherever you find yourself today watching this short film. You are welcome. This is my first sideways film for you. I started with the words welcome on purpose because it is that of which I want to share with you my thoughts today. Welcome is very much at the forefront of my thoughts these past few weeks, as I have met and continue to meet and get to know the people of Stroud and the worshipping communities within the Stroud team ministry. My family and I have only been with you a short time, but we already have received and continue to receive a very warm and very heartfelt welcome from all the communities in the Stroud team that we have met so far. It's clear to us that welcome and hospitality are at the heart of Stroud, and for that we thank you. Having experienced this heartfelt welcome from you, it is no surprise that my thoughts have kept returning to that theme in the past days and the weeks. It's during this time that I rediscovered and been slightly obsessed with a poem called The Guest House by the 13th century Persian poet Rumi. Now, Rumi widely influenced mystical thought and literature in the Muslim world, and I first stumbled across this poem, as so often happens, whilst being sent down a rabbit hole by Google when I was researching the values of biblical welcome for an essay I was writing when I was at college. In the Bible, God expands the notion of hospitality and welcome to include more than greetings and meals. For the early Israelites and for Christians in Jesus' time and for us today, it is central to the very identity for what it meant and means to be the children of God. We often hear of the hospitality industry, don't we? Being one of the biggest growth sectors in our economy. Well, the Bible teaches that we are all employees of God's hospitality industry, and in his economy we are employed for life. And Rumi, in his poem The Guest House, takes this further. In the Guest House poem, he writes to encourage us to not only welcome people, but feelings, unplanned situations, sorrow and joy. And it goes like this. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still treat each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Rumi there writing in the 13th century. In the West, when we say that someone has a gift of hospitality, we often mean they are good at hosting, cooking, maybe decorating a house for a party. But when I read Rumi, something quite different speaks to me. When I'm asked what I love most about full-time ministry, I often say the amazing hospitality. And that means, yes, it's the food and the many cups of tea and cake, definitely cake that are shared. the fact that you can drop in on people at any time. But reading this poem unlocked what it really means. That has resonated with me for the last weeks. It's a lifestyle to welcome anyone and anything. They may be a stranger at many people's doors. I was a stranger at the church doors I've been visiting and people's doors. They had no idea if I was a good or bad person, but not once have I been rejected. Welcome and entertain them all, Rumi writes. But of course, this text goes so much deeper. Welcome not only people, but welcome feelings, like I said, unplanned situations, sorrows and joy. The dark thoughts, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in, he said. I suspect that many of you watching this have seen this in action. You have seen sickness, maybe even war and poverty stand at the door of people you know, maybe at your own door. I wonder if you've experienced the capacity as a community and family to welcome them into a better future. What stands on your threshold right now? What stands on your door, on the doorstep of your friends, your family? And as our team here in Stroud, what stands on our door? The rising cost of living, maybe? Still uncertainties around COVID, illness among friends, family, colleagues, plans for organisational development totally overturned by lockdowns and pandemics. I think what Rumi writes about is the core of practical and spiritual hospitality. I think it resonates deeply with the words of Peter. Peter, one of the first followers of Jesus in the Bible, wrote, "Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling." This kind of hospitality that welcomes change or even calamity at one's door, that is the kind of hospitality that can only flourish where there is hope and community. It is a hospitality that draws on the capacity beyond our own human strength. The message of accepting everything is powerful. And for me personally, that acceptance begins with prayer. In prayer, I draw strength from God to accept the things I cannot change and to welcome the opportunity to learn and grow from those things. So my thanks to you all for your welcome and your continued hospitality. May we as a community grow to encourage and grow in courage to accept and welcome not only each other, but all the feelings, the situations, the joys and the sorrows that may come our way. In the words of Rumi, may we prayerfully welcome and entertain them all.